Hello friends, welcome to C# Space. Today in this video session we will discuss about how to create a Google region chart in ASP.NET MVC. So let's start. We open our Visual Studio. Now here we creating a ASP.NET MVC project. Here we choose a ASP.NET web applications. Here we name it Google region chart.mvc, and here we choose our location and click to OK. Here we choose a empty web templates and add folders and code references as a MVC. So click to OK. Now it's creating a project for this Google region chart MVC. Now project is created, so we go to our solution explorer. Is containing all the folders related for this Google region chart MVC web project. So in next step we need to connect a database for this project. So I have already created a database for this, the testdb, and create a one more tables for a location that contain two columns, one for country name and another for total number of views. And I also create a one procedure for this for finding all the records from this tbl location table. So we need to add a new query. It's open a query window, so I can display the definitions for this sp views all procedure. So here we find this procedure. It's a sp views all. This is the definition for this sp views all procedure. It's containing it's finding all the records from this tbl location table. So I think it's another table, so I finding records from this tbl location, and we need to alter this procedure. Now command completed successfully. In this project I will use edu.net for database operations. You can use any other technologies like links, entity frameworks that you like. So for database operations I will add one folders like a database access layer. It's adding one folder like a database access layer, and here we add one class for this. It's db.cs. Here I will add some more namespaces using system dot data, using system dot sql client, using system dot data system dot configurations for accessing configurations related setting. And now we need to connect this database with our project. So we finding the connection string, we go to web config file and adding this connection string. It's a connection string add We provide many meaningful names like a con, connection string. We write here a connection string and write a provider name, system dot data dot SQL client. Now we go to our DBCS class. Here we adding a connection object. It's a configuration manager dot connection string. Here we write a connection object, connection string. Now we need to add one functions that return result as a data set, like a bind record in SQL command. Form is equal to new SQL command. Here we write a procedure name. Our procedure name is sp views all, and here we pass a connection object. It's a com dot command type store procedure. It's a store process. We take here store process command type. Now we write a SQL data adapter. And here we pass SQL command, and then we create a dataset object. It's a ds equal to new dataset object. Then fill this record into this ds object. Now we return this dataset object. So this is the functions for returning the records into dataset object. So now we go to our solution explorer and adding one more controller. For this, we take here a empty controller and rename it as a home controller. Now it's generating a record for this. And we need to also add one views. It's index. Now we go to our controller, and here we create a one functions that returns result as a JSON array. So bind, and here we need to add some more namespaces. Now in next step, we creating a model for this tbl location table. So we go to Solution Explorer and add a class for this location table. So its rename is like a location. Here we getting a properties for this. Country is like a string type. Country, and taking another here, this is the p underscore views. It's a push views. Now we go to our controller, and here we taking a dataset object, and we need to also connect this database access layer class getting object. Yes, now we call this function bind record. We're taking a list, So I need to call that model class using Google chart.model. We take a location, taking object list dot, we taking a for each loop, set data row dr ts dot tables 0 because we return only one tables, and then add this list, add new location, here we provide their values, dr it's a country dot toString, and this the p views, it's an integer type, so we need to convert this into integer format. It's a p underscore views. Now we return this record JSON and return this list, and it's the allow behavior is like get this, so this functions returns a record as a JSON result. So in next step we go to our views, it's a index.cshtml. So for the first step we need to attach some libraries like jQuery and Google Map Loader.js. So I had already copied this into the head section. This for loading a Google chart, and this for a jQuery file. Here we're taking a script. We need to load a Google chart with this API keys. You can create your API from this URL. It's developer.google.com chat interface from this URL. So you need to register your application on this site for creating a Google region chart. So I copied this to here. Now we add a Google. We need to firstly create a functions for drawing the region chart. So I creating a function for this, like draw region chart. We take a when where data, where type variable, it's a new Google dot visualization dot data table, and then add some columns into this data table. Data dot add column. Here we provide their object type, it's like a string. So here we provide their title's name, country, and we add one more column for their views. It's in a number format. Here we provide their column name, it's a views. Then we need to call this JSON result method into our views. This byte function. Go to here and we create a jQuery ajax method. It's in a home. I copy this function name. It's not containing any parameters, so we left it blank, and here we take a function. Here we take any parameters names like a d, and then next step we loop it through this data tables, means we binding each data to this data table variable $.each. Here we take our object name, then creating our function. We take any variables, this I for looping numbers and this for variable. Data dot add row, it's v dot country and v dot views, means we need to take these variables country and views. Now we take one variables for customizing their options like colors, designs, everything that you want. Like I customize their colors. Color. We can take any colors, like I take a purple color. C4045. This color code for purple color. Now it's taking one more variable for charts. New Google dot visualization dot geo chart, and now we bind this region chart to any div for displaying the record. So here I take one div for this. It's providing attributes like region div, and this provide their width, make 550 px. Document dot get element by id. Now we find this charts dot draw this Google region chart data into these options, means that we customize their colors. Now we load these functions on first times means page load. It's Google dot charts dot set on callback, set on load callback, and we write this function name. We means we loading these functions on a callback of this function. Now we run this page. Is we in browser. Now this running a page and it's showing the records, but it's showing a default green color. I think something went wrong with their colors. Oh, here we write a colors, a color, we need to write a colors. So we again run this. Now this changing their colors. It's showing all the number of views from different countries that we already saved in a database. So it's showing like a views here is a 1000, it's a 800, it's Australia it's a 600, and it's Russia in a 400. So its color density is increased on the behalf of their number of views. So this is all for the how to bind a Google region chart in ASP.NET MVC. So if you find helpful for this videos, you find helpful these tutorials, so you can like my videos and get the latest notifications for uh, latest updates. So thanks for watching. We will meet in next video session.